A beautiful queen to introduce herself.
Hi, I am Lynn Weilbrenner, and I am the lifetime Young American Miss International Queen, and I reside in Janesville, Wisconsin.
Tell us a bit about your pageant system.
So, Young American Miss International started, 12, 15 years ago now, maybe. I'm not quite sure on the number, but I have been with the pageant ever since Sabrina took over. I was crowned the year before, and then it was announced that she was taking over, and I've been with her ever since, competing. And I've either won or I have been crowning a new queen. And then a year ago, I was crowned their lifetime queen. So it's all about sisterhood and helping out communities and really focusing on community service, and which I think is really nice. That's one thing I like about Young American Miss International, Yami. So it's all about helping each other out. And I know I can only speak for myself. Living in Wisconsin and having so many queens that are down south, since the pageant is located in Houston, Texas, I can't always be there to help out my sister queens. And so, sending packages and helping them that way is one way that I feel I can contribute to them and, helping with that sisterhood.
Lynn, would you tell us a little bit about your platform?
So my platform is early intervention of literacy for young children. I am a teacher and I get them at the high school level. And so I see the remnants of children not being read to at a young age. And it's very, very important and vital that we are reading to kids before they start school, before their vocabulary starts to build. Just by reading to children, even if they can't read or comprehend, but just by reading to them can increase their vocabulary by over 400 words by the time that they start to speak. And it helps with that comprehension and understanding the written word and just understanding words in general. It can increase that knowledge by 50%. So just by starting a simple task that takes, 10, 15, 20 minutes every day as a parent, as a caregiver, as a teacher, as a babysitter, whatever the case may be, just working with those young children to increase their literacy can be huge. So that is my platform that I really push for. So I go into elementary schools, I go into daycares, and I read. And of course, they love seeing a princess come in with their crown. And I sometimes will bring kind of like a quote unquote fake crown. So if kids want to try a crown on or wear a crown while I'm reading a book, they can. But they get excited to have a visitor come in and read to them. So when I have a little bit of free time, it usually happens in the summer, but I try to get in there at least once or twice during a school year. I will do that and advocate for that. Give them books. I look at different schools that may come from low income. So I have paired up sometimes with a local organization, and then whatever book we go in and read, the children in that particular low income class will get a copy of that book so they can start building their library at home as well.
That's a wonderful platform. Lynn, what is the purpose you have found with your crown?
I feel the purpose I have personally found is empowerment. It has helped me reflect on my life from when I started to where I am now. And it has strengthened me and empowered me to be a better person, to be a stronger, more independent person. But it also has allowed me to empower others and other women. And even if they don't go into pageantry, it's empowered them to speak up for themselves, to maybe kind of think out of the box, maybe try things that they would have never thought of doing, trying to reach goals that they never thought that they could accomplish. So for me, the whole purpose has been that empowering and supporting of others.
Lynn, why did you start competing in pageants?
Well, it's kind of a funny story, actually. Back in 2008, there was a director that kept kind of hounding me, like, I think you really need to run in pageants, and my pageant would be great for you. I had never, ever, ever thought about running in a pageant. It just was not really my thing. I would watch them on TV thinking, oh, these are
Mhm.
beautiful women. That's not me. So I really just entered that first pageant so this woman would stop hounding me. And um, lo and behold, here I am, a newbie. I walk in and I walked away with the crown.
Oh.
And there were women there who have tried 3 or 4 times to win this particular crown. It was the Mrs. Wisconsin America.
Mhm.
And here I am, no idea what I'm doing, no real thought process put into a wardrobe. And I walk away with the title, and I'm off to my first nationals in Las Vegas, competing against 49 other women from every state. So that was a very eye-opening experience.
Mhm.
And ever since then, I have been hooked, and I have competed every year since 2008 to now. So that's how I got started.
Lynn, how and why would you encourage women of our age to compete in pageantry?
Women of our age have had a lot of experiences. And, some women think, kind of like I did back in the day, that I am not pageant material, or there's no way, I don't have the courage to get up on that stage. It's not me. I can't speak in front of others. And, what we bring are those experiences to everybody else who's in that pageant. And it's not the mom effect. It's not us trying to tell them what to do. We just bring that wealth of knowledge
Mhm.
to pageantry. And people can learn from us. If we can get up there, and I don't consider us old,
Mhm.
because I think age is just, that number is just irrelevant.
Mhm.
I think that it's us getting up there and showing them it doesn't matter who you are, what you look like, what background you come from. It's us showing that we are strong enough and independent enough to get up on that stage and do something for ourselves. This is something that I'm doing to show and prove to myself that I can get up there. And so for women who I think are on the fence, I would encourage them to do that. Do this for yourself. Don't do it for anybody else. Prove it to yourself that you're worthy enough to get up there. Reflect on your life and think about what's one more thing you want to cross off your bucket list.
Mhm.
Let pageantry be it. It's that sisterhood. It's that bringing people together of all ages to support one another and then reach your goal. So that's what I encourage women of our age to do.
So, Lynn, tell us what you do outside the world of pageantry.
Oh, I am a woman of many hats. So I will be starting my 32nd year of teaching tomorrow. And so, well, we'll see what this year brings. I love teaching, so I'm not quite ready to give it up yet.
Mhm.
So I am a high school teacher. I teach family and consumer science and health occupations, so kind of like pre-CNA and that sort of thing.
Mhm.
I also work in a dental office as a patient coordinator. So those two are huge for me. I am a big gym rat. So you will always find me at the gym every morning, sometimes every night as well, if I can fit in a second workout. I also have been picking up singing. I sing the national anthem at a lot of sporting events. So
Mhm.
whether I'm at the racetrack, I'm at the ballpark, I'm at a soccer field, I'm at it doesn't matter. Usually every other weekend, I'm out singing the national anthem somewhere. So those, and then I'm crafting with my friends. So I have craft day this weekend. So, my family and I and my friends, we all get together and craft one weekend a month. So I'm a big crafter, bedazzler, you name it, there's got to be glitter somewhere. So that's the majority of my time outside of pageantry.
Okay, so I'm going to bring this together.
Okay.
Lynn was my success, I'm sorry. Lynn was my predecessor's predecessor. So you crowned Jackie, and then Jackie crowned me, and we were all up on stage when I collapsed on the stage. So,
Yes.
so we are part of Yami and that
Yes.
pageant family. So that it's a big, gosh. Sabrina is so right when she said when she says, Yami, we are, and we are family. And I
Yes.
have never felt this sisterhood with a group of women as I do in Yami. And I'm just so glad that we are a part of that sisterhood.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, Lynn, thank you so much for taking your time out of your day to let me interview you.
Oh, absolutely. Anytime, anytime. Yami is a wonderful system. And, like everything says, Yami is family. We look out for one another, we support one another. And, when one queen needs help, we all step up and we help that queen out. So we will always be family. Even after your reign is done, we still all stay in touch and we're all family for life. We're sisters for life now. So
Yes, ma'am.